We are kind of running into what I would call a good problem. I'm going to flip around. So the sheep flock is over at Doug's farm, and so we just have the 3 cattle, and I have a good problem here. I need more animals because of the management that we're employing on this farm. I have, as you can see, more grass than I know what to do with. My whole farm looks like this. It's up above the cow's belly, and we still have another week or week and a half at Doug's farm, another 10 days or so. And the problem is that cattle right now are so expensive. Even if you go private sale, the feeder cattle market right now is at an all-time high, and so even private sale, it's correspondingly high. And so I don't really want to invest the money, but man, I need some more animals, I expect. But I want to do it cautiously because all the long-term forecasts point to a dry summer up here in Minnesota. And so while we're not in drought like the states down low, we're certainly not, we're going to have rain maybe today, and it's been the first time in probably 3 weeks, which is uncommon for Minnesota in the spring. But because of the way we graze and rotate and manage, I thought I was stocked well, but it's just each year I think I'm going to need more land or less, I'm going to run into a stocking issue. But because of the way I've been doing this for 3 years, every year the farm is giving me more and more, and it's really just continuing to stay ahead of my stocking rate.
I just want to give a plug if anybody's in the Midwest for the Crow River Basin Forage Council Grazing School. It's something George Heller is putting together up in northern Minnesota. They're going to have Kent Solberg and Isaac Tappenden from Greg Judy's farm down in Missouri, and then George himself, all speaking about regenerative grazing, how to manage livestock guarding dogs, fencing and water systems, and a whole lot more. Ann and I are going to go, as well as my friend and farming partner, Doug. So hopefully we'll see some more people there. All right, bye.
I'll give you an example. The first year we were here, I had 4 Highlands and that black one back there. And then I had about 7 sheep, and that's it. And I barely scraped through to November grazing. I remember telling that to George Heller up north, and he beat me even further up north. He beat me by like a solid 2 or 3 weeks. And then I just kept expanding. I cut back my cattle. Well, actually, I held my cattle about steady, and I kept adding sheep. And so last year I carried 35 or 40 sheep and the same amount of cattle, and I grazed all the way to December 1st. And then this year I'm at 80 sheep, and well, I have 3. I just took that steer to the butcher a couple weeks ago, and now he's in the freezer. But so this type of management, I know it's might be considered like kind of by conventional farmers to be kind of some hippie nonsense, but this farm is giving me more and more every year. And now I think I can head towards maybe 5 or 6 cattle, maybe 10 cattle, and maybe 100 sheep. So it is quite amazing, even in drier conditions. And this is dry conditions, mind you. We're just continuing to thrive. So it was on my mind as I'm watching where I moved these animals from. I thought I was only going to get 10 days out at Doug's, and it's looking more like 18 days because the grass had so much time to come forward this spring because of the way my main farm did. And boy, I like these shorthorns. He's really turning out to be a favorite. Really nice looking animal. But anyway, it's been on my mind. Like, I'm actually in a spot where I have a good problem in that I need more animals even into a dry year. And so anyway, it's been a minute since I've done a video. I've been going full pell-mell with Doug doing hay and working full time and having to go between 2 farms, and it's just I've felt a little bit rushed off my feet. So I'll try to get back on the horse with this stuff. These sheep are so smart. It's like they can tell that it's time to go. Hey, bub. The white dog Shep, she was kind of down and out, so I ended up taking her home to have a vet look at her. I don't know if it's because she's pregnant or what, but anyway, we're going to move these sheep. I'm going to set this down and hopefully I can... The moves go fast. These sheep are so tuned in that before I can even get the camera out, they're moved. But I'll try my best. Here, sheep. So this field was in very poor condition last year, and that mowing seems to have really brought it forward because it's taking me quite a bit longer. Look at these guys, they're being lazy. It's like a little pack of them are just following that one ewe. Those aren't all yours. There's what, 4, 6, 8, 10 lambs there. Look at them. Bob's out there figuring out the new line. Yep. So anyway, that's the whole move. It took me longer to run the rope. Boy, it's humid out here. We're going to get our first rain in 3 weeks today, so you can feel it wants to come. All right, there you go. And they're going and checking the tree out, starting to chew on that tree a bit. Oh, yeah. And, you know, they're leaving some behind here. It's chewed down pretty good. There's some stuff they didn't really get at, but that's okay. Boy. I'm like dripping in sweat. Look at it. I don't know if you can see, but it is so humid out. It's definitely going to rain today. Just going to go. I think that fence line might... Oh, that fence line's good. These lambs are starting to graze. Look at them. Going for the clover first. That's smart. The older ewes are, it looks like, I don't know what that is. I think that's some ironweed. Yeah. What a beautiful pasture for them. You can see Bob running patrol. Bob! Well, we better give them water and move their mineral and move the dog feeder. And then we'll be good to go, I think. There you are, big boy. You doing all right, Solo? Yep. Looks like you got some seeds on you.